Uncover the complexities of lupus, a disease that affects 5 million people worldwide, causing joint pain and skin rashes, with expert insights from Dr. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that affects approximately 5 million people worldwide. The disease causes the immune system to attack healthy tissues, leading to inflammation and damage. Joint pain and skin rashes are the most common symptoms of lupus, but it can affect any part of the body. Lupus is 9 times more likely to affect women than men, especially during childbearing years. There is no single test to diagnose lupus, making it a challenging condition to identify and treat. While there is no cure for lupus, early diagnosis and treatment can help manage symptoms and prevent complications. Discover how the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, INF, signed by Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev in 1987, helped reduce nuclear missiles in Europe, and learn why it was a significant arms control agreement. The INF Treaty was signed by Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev on the 8th of December 1987. The treaty eliminated all ground-launched missiles with ranges between 500 to 5,500 kilometers in Europe. Before the treaty, the US and USSR had over 1,000 intermediate-range missiles in Europe. The INF Treaty marked the first time the US and USSR agreed to reduce nuclear arsenals. The treaty led to the destruction of over 2,600 missiles, including the Soviet SS-20 and US Pershing. The INF Treaty collapsed in 2019 when the US withdrew, citing Russian violations. Find out why stores like Walmart and Amazon often price items at $19.99 instead of $20, and how this clever tactic uses the anchoring effect to make you think you're saving money. Stores like Walmart and Amazon often price items at $19.99 to create a perceived discount. The $19.99 price tag leverages the anchoring effect, making $20 seem like a more expensive alternative. Research shows that prices ending in 99 can increase sales by up to 8% compared to rounded prices. The left-digit effect plays a role, as consumers focus more on the leftmost digit, perceiving $19.99 as cheaper. This pricing tactic is called charm pricing and has been used for decades to influence consumer behavior. By using $19, find out why the idea that red stimulates aggression is oversimplified and how cultural context and personal experiences affect our responses to this bold color. The idea that red stimulates aggression originated from a 19th century study on bullfighting. However, this study was flawed, as bulls are colorblind and respond to movement, not color. In many Asian cultures, red symbolizes good luck, prosperity, and happiness, not aggression. Personal experiences, like associating red with love or Valentine's Day, can override cultural influences. Research shows that red can actually increase excitement, energy, and stimulation, but not necessarily aggression. The red alert myth highlights how oversimplification can lead to a misunderstanding of complex human responses. From pizza to pasta, 3D food printing is revolutionizing the way we eat. The first 3D food printer was invented in 2006 by a Dutch engineer, Chalk Edge. Today, over 100 companies worldwide are developing 3D food printing technology. 3D printing allows for precise control over nutrient content, making it ideal for customized diets. In 2019, a 3D printed pizza was sent to the International Space Station for astronauts to enjoy. 3D printing can reduce food waste by up to 50% by using exact amounts of ingredients. The global 3D food printing market is projected to reach $1.4 billion by 2027. Examine the tragic collapse of the Morandi Bridge in Genoa, Italy, which killed 43 people in 2018, and investigate the causes behind this heart-wrenching disaster. The Morandi Bridge, a highway bridge in Genoa, Italy, collapsed on the 14th of August 2018 at 11:36 a.m. local time. 43 people died and 16 were injured in the devastating collapse, sparking widespread outrage and grief. The 1,967-built bridge, also known as Ponte Morandi, was a 1.1 kilometers long reinforced concrete structure. Investigations revealed a combination of design flaws, corrosion, and inadequate maintenance contributed to the disaster. The bridge's collapse led to the resignation of Italy's infrastructure minister, Danilo Toninelli, and multiple lawsuits. Uncover the infamous staircase to nowhere in the game The Stanley Parable, a choice-driven narrative that satirizes player expectations. The Stanley Parable is a choice-driven narrative game that satirizes player expectations. The game's infamous staircase to nowhere is a deliberate design choice to confuse players. The staircase is actually a metaphor for the futility of player choice in games. The game's developer, Reagan, wanted to subvert player expectations and challenge game design norms. The Stanley Parable has received critical acclaim for its unique storytelling and humor. The game's staircase has become a cultural icon, symbolizing the absurdity of video game design. Tension myositis syndrome, TMS, is a condition where back pain is caused by emotional stress. Dr. John Sarno's work on TMS challenges the traditional view that back pain is solely caused by structural issues. TMS is a condition where emotional stress causes physical back pain, often misdiagnosed as a physical injury. Dr. Sarno's research suggests that the brain creates pain as a distraction from unconscious emotions, such as anxiety or anger. The TMS treatment approach focuses on identifying and addressing underlying emotional issues rather than just treating symptoms. Studies have shown that up to 90% of patients with chronic back pain may be suffering from TMS rather than a physical condition. Explore the history of wax seals, from ancient Mesopotamia to modern-day uses in formal invitations and luxury branding. The earliest known use of wax seals dates back to ancient Mesopotamia around 3500 BCE. In ancient Greece and Rome, wax seals were used to authenticate documents and mark ownership. The art of seal engraving emerged in the Middle Ages, with craftsmen creating intricate designs and monograms. During the Victorian era, wax seals became a status symbol, with elaborate designs and colorful wax. Today, wax seals are used in luxury branding, formal invitations, and even as a unique marketing tool. The process of wax stamping requires a precise temperature of 180 degrees Fahrenheit to 200 degrees Fahrenheit to achieve a perfect seal. Government bonds offer a low-risk investment option, but what are the current yields? Government bonds are debt securities issued by governments to raise capital for various projects and activities. The global government bond market is valued at over $50 trillion, making it one of the largest markets worldwide. Government bonds offer a fixed rate of return, known as the coupon rate, which is typically paid semi-annually or annually. The yields on government bonds vary by country, with Japan offering the lowest yields and countries like Brazil offering higher yields. Investing in government bonds provides a low-risk investment option, as they are backed by the credit and taxing power of the government.